So people always ask me, like, where do I find my niches and how do I do it and what's the whole process behind it, right? And I'm going to show you guys in this video like how to do all that right there. Okay, when you do research, you want to think about, you can't go in like, oh yeah, you make sure you have to make sure you take notes first of all. And you can't just jump in there and just like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this. That's exactly how it goes. But you have to make sure that you have a spreadsheet open. That way you can take notes of everything that you're doing, because next thing you know, you'll find like 20, 30 niches and you don't even know which ones to design for because you're all over the place, right? So my strategy of doing stuff like this would be, making sure that you have a spreadsheet or something like that open. That way you can take notes or whatever it is that you use to take notes. Okay. But I want to show you the idea of doing the research and how you can use, like a trend that's coming up and go for a niche, that can be an evergreen niche that can make sales pretty much every single month if you do it correctly. Now, with that being said, make sure you guys give this video a thumbs up. And if you have any questions, feel free to comment down below. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and that notification bell. Let's get into the computer. All right, so when is Chinese New Year? I looked it up. Okay, right here for you guys. It is going to be February 1st, Tuesday. Okay, and every single year they have a different animal. This year is going to be the year of the tiger, as you can see right here. So it's the year of the tiger right now. Okay, there's Lunar New Year, so there's different ways of saying it, of course, but it's a big thing, right, in China, and a lot of Chinese people will come out to the U.S. and celebrate. They'll come out to the U.S., they'll close down their factories, and they'll come down over here and celebrate, and spend tons of money. So it's the way they do things. I have a few Chinese friends, and how they do things and everything like that. It's pretty cool. So if you don't know what Chinese New Year is, okay, look it up. It's a big, they celebrate this, and some people even take, they take 2 weeks off. Some of them even take a whole month off. Okay, and then they get back to work and stuff like that. But some people celebrate it for the whole month. Some people celebrate it for 2 weeks. But it's every single year they have a different animal. Okay, so this year is going to be the year of the tiger, and it's February 1st on a Tuesday. Chinese New Year 222 2022. Okay, 222. Okay, so that is the date for Chinese New Year. All right, so the Chinese New Year. Okay, I'm not saying not to design for it. Okay, so I'm going to show you a few examples. Not to design. You can design for it. It's like a bonus, right? But it's only going to last for this year. Okay, to 2022. Okay, this is some of the things when you put, like, it's gonna make sales, right? That's really good. It's cool. That's good. But when you put like the year on it, it's only gonna make sales for that year, right? So just keep that in mind throughout this whole video as we're doing this. Think about it. Okay, like you want to think more of a long-term, more evergreen. But as we come into this right here, it's not, like I said, you can do this, but only expect sales for 2 months, and then boom, it dies down and there's no more sales. Okay, that's exactly what it does. But some of these designs right here, you can see like a cute little tiger. So cute little tiger, it looks like a cat almost, but it's a cute tiger, but it's making sales, right? As you can see, and we come down here to the BSR chart, it was uploaded on the 21st of last month, and look, it's made a sale, and then you can see it made another sale. So it's making sales. It's starting to rank on Amazon, right? You can see right here, upload on the 19th, and it's made sales already, and it's consistent right there. When I think of Chinese New Year, I think of like money. I think of like envelopes. I think of the, red. Okay, thinking of red. And of course the tiger. Okay, for this year. So those are some of the key points that I'm kind of looking at, pointing out to you guys, so you guys can understand, how can you approach this niche and design something that's really awesome so you can make sales too as well. So the next one, Tshirt Designs, happy Chinese New Year, and you can see the keywords that they're trying to go after. There's a few different keywords that that you would put, long tail keywords that you'll put inside here to go after. 2020, you just want to be, it's kind of older, like, I don't know, I'm not sure why would you put 2020 in there. maybe if I have a research a little bit more, you can see, I can probably see why they put 2020 in there. Maybe it's irrelevant to that, that niche. Happy Chinese New Year. You can see what they're doing here. Really cool design. I like it a lot. The red, you can see the red in there too as well. This one was uploaded. Let's see when it was uploaded. Last month, right? 22nd. And it's made a sale already. Okay, so decent. Okay, next one, this one right here. And you guys look at the title and stuff like that and see kind of like where they're going with the direction of the keywords and who they're targeting. That's one of the first things I look at when I come in here. I'm just like, okay, who are they trying to target with these keywords? Okay, how is the buyer going to go into the search bar and type in something? If they type in Chinese New Year, right, like this, you can see like a tiger popping up. So the algorithm, look at Chinese New Year 2022 tiger. You're seeing this right here, and what I'm using is the AMZ suggestion expander. Okay, it's a free tool, but what I'm looking at is like, okay, this is telling me a story. This is giving me information, right? If the customer would type in Chinese New Year, the Amazon algorithm is like Chinese New Year tiger, so it's giving them like kind of auto completing the title for them and giving them what they want, right? Or just giving them what they want, and then they see the product what they want and they buy it. Boom. That's what I mean when I say like, okay, give the customer what they want. Make sure you have your keywords and all that stuff, your listing down complete, like down correct and complete, and then give the customer what they want. Okay, and which would be something like this, like a product like this. Really cool, simple design. Okay, let's go down. You can see it was uploaded on last month. Okay, so almost about 3 weeks ago, but it's consistently making sales. When you see this BSR chart, it goes up, down, and then up, down again. So it sold 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times. So it's starting to rank. Okay, which means that's something that's really good, because once it starts ranking, okay, it's going to start ranking closer to that front page, and which means more opportunity to make more sales and more eyes on the product, right? All right, next one, a cute little tiger right here, which is Year of the Tiger. Okay, now you can see like something like this. Point this out right here. Something like this is really cool because it's just it's more of focusing more towards the evergreen, right? Because it doesn't have no numbers. Okay, and it doesn't speak. It speaks to it, but it doesn't say Happy Chinese New Year, right? Like this one, and then it has the year. Okay, so you can see where I'm going with this, right? As we go into more and more of this video. Go back over here to this one. It's a cute little simple, design. Year of the Tiger, right? And you can see the keywords that they're going for right here, and then Chinese Zodiac Lunar New Year 2022. Okay. This one's, look at this. Okay, let's see when this one was uploaded. Okay, so this one was uploaded a while ago, but let's look at all time. Okay, it's making sales consistently, which is really interesting. Year of the Tiger. Let's look into this a little bit more. Okay, that's water tiger. So this year is the year of the water tiger. Okay, the golden tiger, earth tiger, fire tiger. Okay, so the last time it was, 2010. Interesting, because I wanted to see. Okay, that's interesting right there. But as you can see, this one here, Year of the Tiger, it's making sales, and I didn't think that it was something like this would make sales over and over. And this is cool because I just found this, me doing this video right here. I'm just like, okay, so there's something like this that's making sales consistently over and over and over, which is really interesting. Okay, And this was uploaded, you can see right here, in 2018, right? And it's, you know, maybe people just like the design. This is cool because sometimes when it comes to certain things like this is cool. So when it comes to certain things like this, you never know, like when you're designing for a, you know, like a holiday or something like that, you never know if sometimes it will turn into an evergreen niche, and then it will make consistent sales. But the main point here, it doesn't have the date on it, 2022 or something like that, right? Because if it had the date on there, then that will kind of like defeat, it will suck it, because it will kind of tank your sales, because, you know, it doesn't have, you know, if it doesn't have the year on it, then it's a little bit better, because it's more of an evergreen niche, because you take that off of there, because next year for 2023, people do not want to wear 2022 and 2023, right? They don't want to wear last year's design, you know, the last year's design for next year. Okay, so it kind of just, the sales just tank for that, right? Which I'm going to explain right here in the next segment about exactly what I mean by that. All right, so there's one design that I found, air. Okay, so 2021 was the year of the ox. Okay, so you got this a little bit confused. So next year, in which you should have 2022 here, right, would be the year of the tiger. This would, if it was 2021, would be the year of the ox. Okay, and obviously it hasn't made no sales, but if it does make sales, it'll probably get returned, I'm assuming. This was uploaded this year. Okay, so if this is your design, it doesn't make sense to this actual niche, because Chinese New Year, it doesn't apply. But the whole listing looks good, right? The whole listing looks pretty good. You know, some people may not agree with the comma brother, comma daughter, comma men, comma, you know, woman type of stuff, but this all right here looks good, right? You have all that down, just that 2021 is not correct. It should be 2022. Okay, so this is your design, take it down, fix it, and upload it, make sure it says 2022. Now, what I would do personally different, if you don't enjoy chasing, you know, trends and stuff like that, this is a perfect example of a design that's going to sell, you know, evergreen from here on out, right? They kind of have, you know, the mixture of the red and, you know, the tiger in there. And then they don't have the number on there, 2022, right? They don't have the actual numbers, the text on the shirt. So it kind of just, you know, it will just continue to make sales next month or the month after that, and so on and so forth for the next, you know, couple of years, because it's more of an evergreen design, but it's for Chinese New Year, but it's more of a, you know, kind of like an evergreen design. So what I would do personally is think about, okay, you know, obviously you have to do a little bit more work here. Think about like what else you can do. Maybe you watching this can get inspiration yourself, and think of something, you know, you can create for this niche, and then next thing you know, you turn it into a top seller. Okay, I did a reverse ASIN search on this just to see, like, you know, how is it ranking so far. Remember, this design was uploaded on the 14th of November, right? And if we come over here into Celebro Helium 10, which I'll have my link down below in the description, check that out. And then I have a coupon code too. You can see, you know, these long tail keywords, and it's already ranking #1, which is freaking amazing, right? It's only been up for, you know, since last month, and it's ranking #1 already for a long tail keyword, which is powerful. Now, if you come over here to Chinese Tiger t-shirt, which is interesting because it doesn't say nothing about Chinese New Year, but it says Chinese Tiger t-shirt, right? Okay, this is exactly what I mean by evergreen. I would literally just jump into the Chinese Tiger niche and design something that will make you money for the next couple of years, and design for this niche. So when I see something like this, what I've been doing, you know, the last year is, okay, I see a trend. Okay, it's a up and coming holiday, but it's only going to be good for that 1 year. But where is the evergreen niche part of this, and how can I create something in a niche that's going to make me money for the next few years? Okay, and the first thing that I see when I looked at these keywords over here was Chinese Tiger. Okay, and when you click over here, you know, adding a little red to it, okay, would be okay too as well. But you can see, like, you know, You know, this is a really cool one, the tiger and the dragon, right? That's a really awesome design. But something like this, if you create it like this, like leading up to Chinese New Year, right, it's gonna make sales, and probably even more sales, because the tiger is just trending, right? And the volume, the sales volume, people looking for a tiger t-shirt design. They don't want to wear, you know, a Chinese New Year that says, you know, Chinese New Year, Year of the Tiger, or whatever it is, on their shirt. They just want a really cool tiger on their shirt, and you know, that will make the cut for them, right? Which is cool. So you can see, I popped up a few of them, kind of give you an idea, right? You want to think, like I said, you want to think about red. You want to think about maybe like an envelope, maybe some money or something like that. But there's just certain ideas, a few of them that are doing pretty well, right? And they're top sellers in this niche, right? That just the tiger niche itself. Okay, you don't have to go after the Chinese tiger. You just go after the tiger niche itself, and you can see that by looking at the BSR chart. Let's come up here and look at this one. Consistent seller. It's crushing, right? Go up to the next one. Just a girl who loves tigers. If you think of funny sayings too as well in the niche, of course, with every single niche, it's gonna do really well. You can see, boom, crushing. And that one, I don't know what happened to that one. I was gonna share with you. But yeah, but you get the point. It's powerful, very, very powerful. And then once we found this keyword, I'm like, oh, okay, what's going on in here? And then you can, you obviously do a little bit more research and see how this is doing as far as search volume. And you can see that, it's pretty consistent, ups and downs, like every single niche there is. Okay. But yeah, no, so that's exactly what I would do when it comes to going after any of these niches, and finding a way to create something that will sell and turn it into an evergreen niche and make sales for the next few years, not just the 2 months or whatever it is. Okay. If you want to learn more about print on demand, check out my video up here, and make sure you guys give this video a thumbs up too as well.